What is going on, folks? Life Lessons with Juvy. I am your host, JuvyThaKid. As always, unless it's your first time, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, at JuvyThaKid, JuvyThaKid. If you're wondering why I'm using the microphone for the Life Lessons today, I was looking back at the Life Lessons episodes and I was like, well, listen, I figured out at least how to do like microphone quality audio over top of the video. So why don't we do that for the life lessons? You know what I mean? We have the microphone. We have the technology now. It just makes sense to have everything quality wise to a certain level. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern. All right. Topics. Let's get to them. Loyalist city photos. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you from saying, fuck it, this ain't worth it? What do you use to drive you forward? Okay, we're going to tackle this one at a time. I'll keep the topic up here, though. What keeps me motivated? Honestly, actually, let's start from the last one. Why do you think you've made it for 2 years without giving up? I haven't made it without 2 years without wanting to give up, if that makes sense. I've for sure had some roadblocks, I guess you could say. But it's because of like the people who've like supported this either from the beginning or from whenever they came into it. When, shit went wrong with the laptop and I had to get a new hard drive, Baxwar 1246. He was the one that like literally just asked me, what kind of hard drive do I need? Figure out what it is, how much it is, and I'm going to send you the money. He sent me the money to even be able to have my laptop running again. You know what I mean? And at that point, I was just like, all right, fuck it. I don't know what to do. It's every time I've ever hit a point where I'm like, fuck it. Like, I don't know what to do. Somebody else kind of pops up and is like, hey, I might know what to do. And they're willing to share their stories with me of what they've gotten from the channel or just talking with me, whatever it might be. Or they reach out and offer some sort of help for the channel itself. And, excuse me. And like, I don't know. It's one of those things that, like I've said it many, many times. Like I really haven't, this isn't just like followers and stuff like that anymore. A lot of us have been able to like have one-on-one discussions. A lot of like me and a lot of the people that watch this, we talk one-on-one like almost every single day. So it's more than that. Like I actually have like friends and family throughout this. It's fucking amazing too. Yeah, so I guess like why I've made it like to this point without like actually giving up is because whether it's the universe or somebody else out there, it's just not allowed. You know what I mean? Like it's just those sort of thoughts like just aren't entertained for too long, because as soon as like it's even put out there, the universe sends something or sends someone within my path. And when I say the universe, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know if it's actually the universe, something cosmic out there is at work, or if it is like some sort of god out there, one of the gods, who knows? Everyone's got their beliefs, you know what I mean? But either way, what I mean is it's just one of those things, like whenever I've had those thoughts, they never get entertained for too long. So what can you do? Yeah. I just remembered the beard and stash are a little messy today. Just kept it au naturel with the stash. Didn't feel like twisting it and stuff today. So my bad. How do you overcome the difficulties of being a creative individual, such as creative block? I appreciate you saying like I'm a creative individual. That is definitely what I strive to be. For me, the difficulty for me would be don't like repeat certain things too many times. If you notice, like for the vlogs, the intros and outros are always different. I don't think I've ever used the same one twice. With as far as like the effects and everything go, I try not to use the same ones, just like so they're not like tiring and everything. So I guess the difficulty for that for me is always kind of like finding certain effects that I want to like match the scene, and finding like a certain quote that I want to go with the scene and everything like that. If it doesn't work, it's one of those things like if I can't like find exactly what I'm looking for, then try to like create something that's at least gonna make the mood. I don't know. Probably didn't explain that great. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things like create like having a creative block happens to me so fucking often. Um, like for me, I don't know. You always have to bring in new information into your life, whether it's new documentaries, new books, new shows, movies, just new things going on in the world. Don't like fucking cannonball into the pool and then like get overwhelmed, but like dip your toe, see what's going on, get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? Like get enough to gather an opinion, kind of, and get up on out of there, because you don't want to get like overwhelmed with shit. But yeah, always be bringing in new things, because you never know what you can get inspiration from. Certain things have kind of like, you know what I mean? Like you think about one idea, like, all right, let's say, just for example, let's say somebody out there wants to make a movie. They just have one idea. They're like, okay, I want to do this about medieval knights. Like, I just want to do a movie about medieval knights. Well, that's what the idea starts with. The difficulty with that is figuring out what kind of story are you going to do? What kind of things are you going to include with that? So it comes down to kind of like bringing in more knowledge, more points of views and everything, more things to kind of help that one idea, that seed grow into basically like the final project. You know what I mean? Yeah, you always have to be bringing in new inspirations into your life. You can't just let anything like lay stagnant and think you've like figured it out. I don't know. We're never done learning. Never ever done learning, folks. All right, where are we? What keeps you from saying, fuck it, this ain't worth it? What do you use to drive you forward? One thing that drives me forward, and like a big reason of why I don't just say fuck it, I like doing these videos. Like, you know what I mean? I like having this creative outlet. I like having everyone that's like come into my life because of it as well. So I don't know. That's a big reason. A big also like a big motivator of like why I don't say fuck it, like it's not worth it, is because if it ever comes to a point where I say it's not worth it, I don't know. But if I ever say it's not worth it, but like nothing around me has changed, like everything's still the exact same positive community, but I say it's not worth it. Excuse me. It's like, why did I start in the first place? I see this a lot with people hit me up for like advice for their YouTube channel, and the first thing I always say is make sure you're doing it because you like to do it. Don't fucking do it to get a bunch of views and a bunch of subscribers, because that's going to take time. That's going to take hard work. It's going to take consistency. I don't know. I don't know. You gotta do something because you like to do it. Everything else positive that comes of that is just a bonus on top of it. You know what I mean? It always helps if you like what you do, I guess. What keeps me motivated? Everybody out there. The feedback that I get from certain things, even certain things that maybe I doubt myself, like I'll edit it together. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not like, it's cool, but I'm not too sure on it. That might be one of those moments where somebody hits me up and that was like their favorite part of the vlog or of a short film or something. Yeah. So like the awesome feedback that I've got, because it's also one of those things like, I don't know. if I try to like scale out the difference between negative and positive like feedback that I've gotten for things, like the positive is like fucking is off the scales, you know what I mean? The negative is like fucking very, very minor compared to. Um and honestly, a lot of the personal stories, like I've said, you know what I mean? Like I guess this episode is end up me kind of like being like thankful and everything for everyone out there, because everybody out there helps keep me motivated, you know what I mean? If there's ever a time where I'm doubting myself, or I'm kind of being rough on myself because I feel a podcast didn't do that great or something, like somebody out there is always like there to still support, still share feedback, still let me know if I got to like give them a smile and a laugh in their day. That's what one of the biggest things I said in the beginning of doing this channel. If I can help people add a smile and a laugh to their day, or even like a little bit of new knowledge or something, then like I'm doing something right, and there's no reason to change that. You know what I mean? And for everybody out there that's always hitting me up and letting me know like what they found funny, what gave them a smile, anything that just helped brighten their day up. Those are the best messages that I get, honestly. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to add that smile. I wanted to add like a little bit of laughter and everything. And it's so cool that like in this time that we're in, where it feels very heavy and very negative at times, people can hit me up and they can always find something to giggle about on the channel. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. Even saying that, I feel so like douchey and kind of like egotistical, because now I was just like rambling about myself. So I don't know. I appreciate everyone out there either way letting me know like if I've been able to, add a smile, add anything. It's fucking really like everybody out there keeps me motivated. You guys are fucking awesome. My quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos. What else could I want, All right, let's do this outro. This has been Life Lessons with Juvy. I've been your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchatteries at JuvyThaKid. Oh, my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos. For the love of everybody, please, please, keep being weird.